back. It's Gabriel. We're looking at the MTW. So this is basically an MTW we've actually built for a client. The reason why we're doing this video after the build is so that we can go over the features of the gun as built. So right off the bat, we start from front to back. Guns in safe, no air, so we should be fine. Though battery is powering the engine. So up front, what we have is a PTS Battle Comp 2.0. That's 14mm counterclockwise. That's standard airsoft setup. The rail is a Mega Arms from PTS also, the 14-inch wedge lock. That also up front here, the barrel nut or barrel nut interface with the upper receiver, that's airsoft standard too. Buckings are AEG style bucking, so that can be replaced. Barrels are AEG style barrels, so that can be replaced if you need it. Now, here, that's where the things get different. This is a very narrow profile 70-75 low receiver. Extremely well built, extremely well machined. On top, you got a 60-61 upper receiver that's been anodized, also really well done. Those, basically, the low receiver interfaces with a real steel grip. This is actually a Magpul Myad. And in the back, the lower receiver actually interfaces with any real steel stock tube, not just the stock, but the actual stock tube. So this basically Magpul UBR Gen 2 is actually screwed on directly onto the upper receiver. No other interface changes had to be made. That's one of the features that is going to come up in the near future with basically the Wraith, the Arrow, and the Quake. They'll actually be screwed on directly onto the upper receiver. Now, some would say, what's the difference between buying basically the MTW versus a standard, having your own VFC or whatever, and then you basically put in an Inferno engine? Well, there's a few differences. This is an Inferno Gen 2 Spartan type with extra modes. So basically, there's that. But what's important is the fact that while we can't open this like a real gun, basically the mating of the cylinder with the nozzle is literally a straight line, in the sense that that's made by factory and designed factory-wise, so that there's no issues with timing, no issues with headspace. It's perfectly set up from the beginning. That's the FCU. So the modified Spartan, it's much larger than before, so that's where it gets the extra options, as well as the extra little micro switches that interface with the magazine. So let's show you that. Now, you may notice earlier I just shot it with a G&G 79 round standard mag. So let's try out, so that means it's pretty compatible with anything on the market. Let's try out the proprietary mag that actually ships with the gun. So I'm just going to put this down. Chamber, that's gone. So this is the mag that comes with it, and much like an RM4 from KWA, which has basically the bolt stop function, this is supposed to do the same thing. So mag in, we're still in semi. Couple of bursts. And no reaction from the trigger. So let's pull out the mag. You're always going to get a few that are going to fall out, and this is sort of like a modified XTC mag, where there's always one last round that's in the mag. It's a pure double stack, and technically, if I push down on that bolt catch, that's where I get my reaction again. So, much like a lot of these mil-sim guns, this will do the same thing, where that bolt catch is actually functional as long as you use the MTW's mag. So that was the Wolverine MTW. This is Gabriel from Taktik, signing out.